City Junction. River City, next stop.
You're crazy with the heat. Credit's no good for a notion salesman.
Or why not? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie or Nail sells me firm give credit. No, sir. Or anybody else.
River City next.
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the bought books.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the bad goods.
Cash for the knives and the piggies and the birds.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
You can make a bigger talk, bigger, talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You got nothing there. What's the name of the bill?
Bill.
Hill, hill, hill.
Hell, no. Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman, hell.
No, it doesn't know the territory. Doesn't know the territory. What's the dollar's line? Just a minute. Never worries about his line. Never worries about his line. Or a doggone thing. He just a bad beat though. When you big call, great go. Neck nothing, rip roaring. Every time the bullseye sells him. That's a bunch of hell no. He doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man. He's a what? What? He's a music man, and he sells cornets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the ragtag drums and the big fast bass, and the piccolo, just one too, with the giant gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe.
Well, I don't know much about that, but I do know you can't make a living on big trombone. No, sir. Madeline Hicks, perhaps, never do stuff.
No, it's a bell band, boys band. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he does, and he does, and he works every time. And when the man dances, certainly boys well. Look like we're paid in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly boys what else? The piper pays in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City, across the state line into Iowa. River City, population 20,212.
Or all right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about this feller Hill.
Do you really know Harold Hill?
Never saw him before in my life, but I'll tell you this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. Once he's gone through a town and worked it over, next salesman arrives, gets run out of town on a rail.
Why should you run out of town on the road?
Because in order to sell them band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he's got to guarantee to teach them kids to play and to form them into a band with himself as the leader.
You sure like to be around when you catch up with that fella.
Yeah, it won't happen on this trip, I'll tell you that. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Hill wouldn't try to sell to them Hawkeyes out here.
Oh, gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
I don't believe I got your name.
Don't believe I dropped it.
It is, if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
And there I was in Madison High School, and no once again. Iowa, all right, Iowa. Come to Des Moines, Bellmore, Marshalltown, Mississippi, Cleveland, Phoenix, Italy. All together, Iowa, let's go.
Ah, Mrs. Squires, I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Then I expect you ought to see the man in charge of a hiring bird. Who is late as usual?
Gregory?
Marcellus!
You old son of a gun! What's it? But Greg!
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you tell me you was coming?
I didn't know myself. Besides, how's I supposed to know you'd end up in a little tiny town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were with me.
Too many shows with close shades, what I remember, Greg. Besides, I've got a comfortable girl here, Ethel Toffenmeyer. Boston, please.
Ah, gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the van business, are you? Last I heard, you were into steam automobiles.
I was.
Well, what happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Marks.
Won't get anywhere in this town full of stubborn islands, Greg. Besides, it's a stuck-up music teacher will expose you for you get your suitcase unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher, she's the librarian, female.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Point her out to me if she comes by.
I will. So how are you going to describe the new pitch?
Same old way I keep that music teacher off balance, and then I get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
Well, River City isn't any trouble.
Well, then I'll have to create some. I'll have to create some desperate need for a boys' band. You remember? Now what's new around here? What can I use?
Well, the billiard party's got a new pool table.
They never had a pool table before?
No, just billiards.
That'll do. Either you're closing your eye on a situation of which you don't wish to acknowledge, or you're unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Well, sure, billiard players certainly mighty proud. I say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Help me cultivate a horse, a cool head, and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you the meaning. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that lobby, trying out B-roll, trying out cubits, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging on about how they're going to cover up a telltale breath with sins in one fine night. They'll leave the pool hall, head for the dance of the armory with libertine men and scarlet women in ragtime. Shameless music, I'll drag your son and your daughter in the arms of a jungle animal instinct mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Right here in River City, with a capital T in that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and so's your old man. If so, my friends, you got trouble right here in River City. The capital T in that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble right here in River City with a T. Got what I was B. That stands for pool. Did you drop your handkerchief?
No.
Didn't I meet you in? I'm only going to be in town for a short while.
friends. Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
But Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I gave my concern that the Lynx River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take it like some dude? Even if the good book falls like a Shakespeare or the one who Greeks.
If you don't understand, so you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
I haven't changed the subject, I was talking about the sleepers.
Strangers.
It's really your right last step.
Do you think you're allowed to mention now? Really, Mama, I have misstated very bad. I'm concerned that I have no intention.
I know all about your standard, telling you don't mind my saying so. There's not that of life, so we'll talk about your up to the fellow for when you say it comes and all the rest of you can come and do yourself. When you're married, you have to get your time started. You know you're making waves.
Well, that's the best I ever heard.
Why, thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have a drink?
May I have?
Yes, dear.
It's not a way to walk in the house.
Hello.
That won't do at all. I'll have a hug from my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where's your man?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Would you come? I would especially like it if you come, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No, what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
Aunt Betty won't say it because of the end, because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his list, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop,
Aunt Betty won't say it.
No, thank you, Amaryllis.
Why did you say that he was just because he lived?
It's not just because he listens, Amaryllis. That's just part of it.
But the other part,
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
right?
No, we'll have to be a little patient.
Well, I'm patient, even though he never does talk. But I do him. Every night I say goodnight to him while the evening star. You have to do everything I say. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, darling. You have lots of time. And if not Winthrop, someone else.
Deborah, I don't like an old maid like you.
For the time being, just say goodnight, my someone. You can put the name in when the right someone comes along.
I just said better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can say your crossing, please.
Now I hate my class.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Our sun is shining its brightest light. Oh, good night, my love. Good night. Sweet dreams be yours, dear dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish that and I wish they would. Now good night, my someone. Good night.
I'm sure we're all grateful to my wife, Eulalia McKechnie for leading the singing. As mayor of River City, I would like to welcome you, River Citizen July exercises set for indoors here in Madison Gymnasium. Account 11. 4 The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I presume. Instead, the Wantani girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle, My Wife, in which my wife, Ukulele McKechnie Shin, will take a leading role. Mrs. Shin will recover. The Payne's Fireworks spectacle, Last Days of Pompeii, will take place. Account the rain stops by 9:30.
Why is it raining? Didn't the epic fair? Sure did, Ava. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
He says accurate most of the time, Jack. Most of the time.
Will you members of the school board stop bickering in public?
We heard there was a pool table in town. That's what I heard.
Now, just a minute.
Well, is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you please allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises till we can pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children. Resist sin and corruption. Strike the devil and keep our young boys pure. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this troubled friends with the wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Oh, think my friend how can any pool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Remember, my friends, when a handful of trumpet players sing the famous fabled Walls of Jericho. Oh, the billions for the walls gonna tumble down. Oh, band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, a boys' band. Do you hear me? I said River City's got to have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Mills on hand, and River City's got to have her boys' band. And as sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's going to be in uniform. John, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals. You'll hear the thunder of rolling drums. The shimmer of trumpets. Ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed. When Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very stage historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones called the morning sun, 110 cornets right behind. And there were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper bottoms, timpani, and horse platoon. Thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bells, euphoniums, a big bassoon. Each bassoon having a big band say, from 50 mounted cannon in the battery. Thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters who improvise a full octave higher than the score. I've got some wonderful caramels over the hotel.
Mr. Hill?
Professor Hill.
Professor
course, Mrs. Shin. But part of my music plans are to have a committee of dancing. No. No, wait. Do that again, Mrs. Shin. Your foot. The way you just moved it now.
Oh, well, I have a bunion there that
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm! What expression of line and movement!
Mr. Hill.
You must accept the chairmanship of the Ladies' Auxiliary of Classic Dance, mustn't you, ladies? Every move you make bespeaks no song. Will you say yes, Mrs. Shin?
Well, you rarely get me shit. Oh, well, that is dance?
Then you accept?
Yes, indeed, and I would like to say
Thank you.
that-
Now about the young lady who plays the piano. Marion Peru. Well, after all, she is the librarian.
Professor, her kind of woman doesn't belong on any committee. Of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but she advocates dirty books.
Dirty books.
Awesome. Rally.
And the worst thing, of course I shouldn't tell you this, but... Stop! She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till she came here. Old Martha Madison.
Madison. Madison Gymnasium. Madison Picnic Park. Madison Hospital. That miser Madison.
Exactly. Who'd he think he was anyway?
Well, I should say. Show off. I bet he gave the town a library, too.
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her. She was seen going and coming from his place. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That woman makes brazen overtures with a guiltless guarantee. She'd roar and glint in her eye and silver voice of Catherine Jack. Melts down and you reveal a lovely legs to hold a steel. Here, a woman's heart should be.
He left River City from the library building, but he left all the books to her.
Awesome. Rattling.
Exactly what you wanted at the hotel. On the basement.
I said in morning of July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but...
And now the whole town is turned upside down. The school board is singing up street and down alley instead of attending the city matters.
I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Harold Hill's alma mater.
His who?
His university.
I know all about that. In fact, it's the only thing I can ever get out of him. Garrett Conservatory, class of art.
Yes, but if you just look right here.
Oh, look! What is that, Gracie?
Papa! The Wells Fargo wagon is just coming down from the depot.
At this hour of the day, the Wells Fargo wagon?
It could be the band.
The band instruments? I want that band instruments.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh,
instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. Never think anything else will happen. This book is horrible thing. Oh, this is good.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill. But I better hear somebody get tooting out of them horns in pretty short order, or I'll be seeing you in front of the grand jury. Now, Miss Mary, about that book.
Come, George.
Hold on, I've got to get something from the librarian.
Professor Hill, I've never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you.
My pleasure, Miss Peru.
Start her up, Mr. Washburn. Wait until you see the new steps Professor Hill taught us.
All right, what'll it be?
The Shabuki.
What?
Take your hands off my daughter.
Negligent, Your Honor. Me and your daughter are going steady behind your back. We'd rather do it with running back, but
I'm going to warn you once more.
Now, George.
Not one group out of you, madam.
I think he means
You know what I see written all over your face? Reform school. Now get out, you odd kitty. Get out.
Papa, it's capitalist. Like you make fun of the marketplace. Yeah.
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home.
Mr. Mayor, I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. He's got the confidence of any kid in this town, and you'll be waiting in line to shake his hand before our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. And I'll tell you something, my fine young feather. My feathered young... Never mind. Hewitt, Oliver, J.C. Allen, I want this man's references and I want him tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's slipperier than a Mississippi sturgeon.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor should behave abominably. And I think it's wonderful to be coming to Thomas Professor.
Well, a man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. After all, what does the poet say? A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A brave man, only 500.
Something like that. I just wish I had a little more for it. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
This cornet, mother of pearl keys.
Yes, I'm sure it's fine. It's just that he never plays it. He says if he thinks the minuet in G, he'll be able to play it. Now come on, Professor, I mean...
Now, Miss Marion, I'll admit the think system is a revolutionary method. I cannot discuss such things here in public. If I may call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week. Oh, Miss Peru, today's our house art meeting. You were so dear tonight, Miss Professor Hill. You danced like fairy princess. The movie for your blood. For you, your hair is so shoes are all to see. We know that you will soon unfold the kitty heart of hers. Here, a woman's heart should be. Fairy princess, you can fly go to summer, silver shoes, never fall, heart of gold.
Royal Isle. Swindling two-bit thimble rigger. I gotta leave a message with somebody about him.
Why don't you leave word for me?
Oh no, not on your tin-type, girly girl. How do I know that you'd give him these letters?
Try me. Oh, there's your train. Now run for it.
Now you double-dealer little, who you trying to protect? That feller's got a girl in every county in Illinois. That's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you he cozies up to so as they'll keep their mouths shut. You haven't heard the last of me, young lady.
Marion, dear, who was you talking to just? Why, Professor Hill.
The top of the evening to you, Mrs. Carew. Miss Marion.
Marion, come and set. I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, put some on.
So, shall we set as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Professor Hill, is it true that you... What I'm trying to say is, I must be very well company for a man of your experience.
Now say, what would give you an idea like that?
One hears rumors of a traveling salesman.
Now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matt.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me the job in the library so that Mother Whitman and I could have some security. Surely you don't believe that...
Of course not. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. How do you think these rumors get started?
Narrow-mindedness? Jealousy? Jealousy mostly, I guess.
And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. Now tell me, what have you heard?
Just that. But of course, it stands to reason that disappointment and, well, jealousy can lead to, take you for instance, and your attention to customers and, well, music teachers, and that's easily misinterpreted, now couldn't it?
Well...
So you say, if another salesman or somebody were jealous, they'll think it's downright lies.
What?
Rumors and things.
Of course.
It just goes to prove that you can't believe everything that you hear. If you discuss things,
Miss Marion, I'd be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But could we do it sitting down? Your knee's bending, all right?
we could sit on the front porch.
We could also sit on the large hollow log over the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footprint of a man in my life.
Just to talk. Meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Please, maybe some other time. How about tomorrow?
My dear little librarian, if you keep adding up your tomorrows, all you'll be left with are a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I want to make today worth remembering. The footbridge. 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What? I just saw Professor Hill had beat him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and the saints be praised. It works.
What does?
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
One Grecian herb! Two Grecian herbs! And a fountain!
Stop! Listen to this man.
You gullible green grass goats! I'm talking about Harold Hill. Highwayman, road agent, pickpocket.
Pickpocket.
Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, mister. And yours, little lady. Ever since the first moment he came to this town. taking money from each one of you for band instruments, uniforms, instruction books.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back. Your money back? I want his high.
After it. And when you find him, bring him to the schoolhouse.
Greg, some crazy guy's going over to town, spilling everything. All right, go get the rig. I got it. What time's the freight go? 9:40 from the junction. Why, it's not even 8:30 yet. Look, you're going to turn around here and get yourself a coffee jack, and go ahead. And I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Oh, I'd say about 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with a fella.
Well, if you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think nearly been nodding in the spell of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marion, you don't think I'm trying to sell you anything?
No, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving you anything.
You have something wonderful.
Marion.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them alone till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them leaping. No, I never saw them alone till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses, lit every in sweet fragrant meadows of dawn and noon. There was love all around, but I never was leaving. No, I never heard it till there was There was love all around, but I never heard it sing. No, I never heard it alone till there was
Marion, there's a lot of things about you don't know. Excuse me, I'm expecting a call from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Seems like she's selling to your buying.
I had to keep her off her balance, didn't I?
Well, she's so far balanced, you can't suffered from a cat boat in a hurricane.
Ah, go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business? Now then, where were we?
You're about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, we don't have to go into that right now, do we?
No, or ever for that matter. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary, Indiana, class of all 5. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory in all 5.
Why, there's certainly...
The town wasn't even built till all 6. I'll see you at the station.
You knew all along, didn't you?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came.
Greg, you didn't do anything over here? Let's check down by the creek.
Now, wait a minute there, son.
You're his son. Leave. Go.
Not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell me the truth anyway.
Would to?
Would not.
Would to? Tell you anything you want to know?
Are you in a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
What you big liar?
Ow, what's the matter? I told you the truth. Now I'm bigger than you, and you're gonna get it all, so you might as well quit wiggling. Now there's 2 things you're entitled to know. 1, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the start. That's why I wanted you in the band, so you quit moping around feeling sorry for yourself. I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing you're entitled to know?
Well, the other thing isn't any of your business now that I think about it.
I wish you would never come to where we're staying.
No, you don't, Winter.
Sister, you believe it?
I believe everything he's ever said. The way every kid walked around here all summer and looked and acted, especially you. Do you think Mama wishes he never come to Riverside?
Well, you do, don't you?
No. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go with you.
Why not?
For the first
floor after some of the